Hello, 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 and welcome to Side Divine. This is a guided message. So it is for whoever needs to hear it at this time, awareness, whatever downloads come through. But oddly enough, this isn't any of the data I normally push, so I felt like I needed to go ahead and just do the reading before moving on with the day. The word that came to me was T-O-T-H. Thoth, however you feel like you need to pronounce it, T-O-T-H. Is a word, absolutely yes. Also, I'm feeling it as an acronym. So, let's dive in. This is Letters to the Collective. If you're new to this channel, I am not a tarot reader first. I'm a remote viewer first. I happen to use cards, letters, all types of stuff to share the message, sense, connect, and I consider myself a perpetual student. All right, so I did a little bit of writing, and sometimes my writing takes me to the internet. And so I'll kind of type in words and see what links catch my attention. I did post them in the description below. So they're not, it feels to me more like starting point links. Please bear that in mind. One of the links is in French. I do not read French. It was not even about to start translating. None of that. So if you speak French or read it or something like that, or your French stuff is I don't know. I'm not even going to play this game here. It would just, because the data coming through to me was so weird, let's just see where it goes, okay? So what I got was, out of TOTH, was Thinners of the Herd. I got the offer to help, the one that hurt or healed. Then it led me to terminology and ontology. Terminologica and history, and it's a French spelling. This would be the study of concepts of existence, being, and reality. A map, or what I consider, after browsing this site, the link's down below, it kind of looks like some type of group where they sit around and map out the self. More on that data in another video for sure. Again, out of TOTH, I found more data as the name referring to one who was written about as being a god of the moon, reckoning, learning, a writer, and one who played a role in Judgment of the Dead. More on that in another video, but I've already talked about that in the old video. But okay, TOTH. I'm also going to the nerd data. Hello, nerds. TOTH was released in October 1976 as a operating system, a real-time messaging operating system, and based on, or the start of, computers learning to recompile data for quick messaging. Okay, this was 1976 that they came up with this. Remember, a long time ago I talked about how the technology, it wasn't a long time ago, but I talked about the technology that we have in our hands is old. It's ancient. In 1976, we were not real-time messaging. That's all I'm saying. Look how the camera blurs out. In 1976, we were not sending each other real-time text messages. Somebody was, though. Hello. Okay. So let's dive in to the letters and see what messages are here. I did pre-record this so that you guys don't have to sit in my moments of silence. You can fast forward. Please look for this to happen before I speak if you are zipping through the video just to see the letters, okay? Ooh, oh, right away, J comes out. I'm gonna put that back because it flew out. Now, I'm gonna move this a little bit closer. Okay. Okay, let's see what messages are here. Well, so the words that come to me right off the top is eternal balance. I also see COVID. Okay. But that I'm not going to count as a word until it's... Now, if you're new to the channel again, I consider my messages complete when all, or at least the major majority, overwhelming majority of the letters connect. Okay? Or when they form I consider the message complete when there's a message pertaining to where it feels like we're going, right? Okay, let's go. Okay. So first I'm going to just rearrange the letters. So that they're upright. A lot of experiences, multiplicity going on here. When I see Q, this can be a question, especially because Q can be tough to match. Okay. Something going slow. Okay, I'm just going to tell you what I'm sensing along the way too. There is a group online. There may be conversations about them, a group online, an anonymous group online. There may be a group online that talks about secretive data. And I'm going to be hearing about them, someone connected, revealing. QAB. QAB. BAQA. I get a sense of different data on that. There is a protesting group of some sort. Up next on the queue. That's how I'm hearing it. Like there's coming. Oh, that's weird. Coming around the bend. Okay. This is not the complete message, I don't think. Okay. I do not get that that is the message. This may be an individual message. This may be an individual message. Oh boy, what is this? Sorry, you guys. Every time I touch the desk, it moves. Okay. No go. There's somebody dealing with a blockage from another person. Okay. There is, okay. I keep trying to find something nicer around this. There's somebody here. There's somebody here who needs to step back. Family, letting someone grow up, letting someone mature. Okay, I'm going to tell you just what I sense. I sense someone, I get the sense of someone who who feels alienated themselves based on their speech, the words coming out of their mouths. This may be, it feels to, okay, so my first impression was someone dealing with perhaps a parent or a higher up in the family who maybe doesn't like that person's choice in relationships. So they might have said something almost racist or whatever it was uncomfortable, okay? It was something like jarring, uncomfortable, forcing someone's hand or putting them into a position. Mm-hmm. This is weird. I don't like this, so I'm going to pull some cards on this. Oh, no, I don't like this. Okay. Cavo Voca. This feels like the start of different language. Um, VACO. Could this be someone in a position of protection, public health, public service protection? VA, Colorado. This can be location. Also, let me just. Gonna move these. Let's see what we get here. Clarify, no sale. Give. So, okay. I sense more than one thing, so I'm just gonna tell you what I'm sensing. Feels like someone is deciding to change their look, their appearance. And this is done based on creative lying. Can be just designing, dressing up, looking a different way. Can be someone changing how they look or changing how they appear to the public. Whether it's someone going from male to female or female to male, even can be that. Now, if I get this energy too, I'm just going to share this. I keep getting this energy of true crime data right now. Like somebody, and the person who comes to my mind is that Brian dude. So I wonder if they found him or something about the way they found him. And I get the energy of someone dressing up to change their sex, the appearance of their sex. Yeah. Human usage. Um, yeah, somebody is misdirecting others by changing their sex. Yeah. I also get, as I'm looking at this, the image of somebody stealing from laundry. Like like okay, maybe somebody who would would do something I would do, like put your clothes in the laundry or put them in the washing machine, and you forget they're there, and then somebody comes along and takes them. Yeah, something in a container taken. May have been somehow this was okay. It's really. I feel like I'm okay. I feel like I'm putting an analytical overlay here, but it feels like something was left there. Get inside, look inside. Something left someplace, and then changing a garden. Maybe that has to do with the name, or objects left in a field. Yeah, somebody put something. Yep. Somebody on the run that we've been watching, or in the news, some kind of way they look different. They've changed their sex, or changed the appearance of sex. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're buying time with it. Anxiety has brought about a different idea. Interesting. Let's go back to the letters. Hold on. So now that I've pulled some cards. I can do this. Okay. Loan given. Um, yeah. Clarify why. So they can hide. Okay. They have a desired destination, and they'll be able to move around without. They'll be able to mix in people others will feel. Okay. What was the reason for this? Yeah, they get to blend into the group. What is the reason? The reason to help pass rage of the affair. Somebody who did a bad thing in the public spotlight is trying to get themselves back home, get back to the original starting places. Mm. So they come through in a hidden way. It's the plan too, because somebody's trying to get back home. They've been gone, so the plan for the bald one is to change appearance so they don't look muscular. There's no muscular appearance. They may be coming under the guise of servitude or assistance. They should not go there, but that is the plan. It is a risky venture. Alternatively, there may be travel over water too. Maybe travel around water, coming in from the water. I hear smoke on the water, fire in the sky. That's a song, isn't it? So are they coming in from someplace foggy? Someplace that is normally foggy on the water at some time of day currently? They've been on the run. They've been hiding, on standby of sorts to make moves. They may have a driver of some sort. I get lured here twice. So it can be someone who is unawarely taking someone back home. Ooh, it's a very mental, risky venture. Especially with all eyes around, so... Now I hear some of that, what's, I don't want to say Hawaii Five-0, but that's what comes to my mind. I can't get that. I don't even know the show Hawaii Five-O's music, but that's what came to mind. It's like a Pink Panther type of sneaky, but it's not Pink Panther searching for things. I cannot identify this music. I'm so sorry. It's like a Octopussy, James Bond. Thank you. Okay, why'd I gotta do the dirty word to get that? But okay, so James Bond type music. So somebody could be coming in a hybrid sneak mode. They may be coming in with some type of loaner vehicle. Again, changed clothes. They may be currently watching, wasting time, or killing time till they can make the next move. They are able to watch themselves on TV and see what others are looking at. Money is a thing for them right now. They may be low on money or have none. And someone plotting the next move. This feels like news. This feels like news that no one's sure about. Someone who still isn't found. May not be found because they don't look like themselves anymore. Yeah. Above the grid. Now, I guess if they're not careful, they're going to get themselves into trouble. I see a blockage at the time. Yeah, there may be. Somebody may get themselves in some trouble with their plan to go back home. Now, going to a news more fireworky thought process here. This feels like someone helping someone, and then they get in trouble, and then they say some shit like, "Oh, this is what happened," and then, unbeknownst to the one who's sneaking back in, they get caught up. They didn't expect that. They didn't expect to be physically trapped. Time's up. Yep, intervention. Okay. Separating from that. Okay. Some body. Oops, I had to get the cards. This is the energy of someone who needs or is growing up at this time. And it's time for them to grow up. They may be going through some experiences because people have to have those. So there is a bit of a blockage on that money access. Someone is still choosing to be emotional. Emotional towards others. They may be choosing to focus on what is not really 100% true, fair, balanced, and honest. They may be creating light in their head. This can be creating reasons for why things are the way they are at this time. And it doesn't give me the sense of happy. Does not give me the sense of happy data at all. Feels like someone in a bit of a pickle. I still get this energy of someone not accepting their situation, not making connections or speaking. It can be someone just stressed in silence and choosing that because of ego. To the one going through that, or if you know someone going through that, this is the energy of someone realizing. I hear Whitney Houston, didn't we almost have it all? Realizing, somebody who may be realizing, maybe things are more cluttered up than they realized. It is having expectations, goals, plans, and then the word I get now is thwarted, thrown off, things out of shape, off path, off course. This is someone who disconnected from elements that required a different type of focus and a different mindset. This is someone who wanted to, you guys may know someone who wanted to get somewhere, had plans, expectations, a direction, but things suddenly took a shift. And now what was somewhat easy now becomes a little bit more complicated. Life, technically. This is someone who has resorted to childish behavior, going back to the words boy. Someone who's got it perhaps someone who might be thinking that having a craptastic attitude is the right way to go about doing things. So they may be upset, they may be gushing energy, spreading that unhappiness to others they're connected to, throwing what seemed like it was out of order into a situation where it really is out of order. Can be blaming others for their own issues. Hello, this is somebody who needs to grow up right now. Guys, their guidance says if you know somebody who you clearly see can go places, do things, have access, and they are swimming in a pool of ego, step back, they're in the middle of learning things. At the bottom, it is someone who is going further than they should. Going further than they should So they can blame one person, maybe telling others, maybe hinting at others, um, trying to pronounce or display their hate. And while at the same time trying to decide or push a new direction with, okay, somebody's trying to create a path. Somebody may be trying to create a path. And it's really, it's it's interesting because it feels like the energy of someone whose ego comes with a price at this time. It may cost connections, it may cost time and energy. And it doesn't feel like it's the most necessary, but it's somebody's choice. Mm. So, yeah, their energy may be giving off the signs of major change and unexpected attachments to, well, what amounts to probably a new limit that they are placing on themselves, between themselves and karma, achieving the balance they want. Someone is really in their feelings. Okay. And it feels like someone who needs to get in control of themselves. Guys, goddesses, if you know somebody who is like swimming in ego at this point, step back just for your energy's sake. This may be someone going through financial issues, to be specific. And they may come your way looking for money. Mm. They may come your way looking for assistance. Comes as a question. And they may promise to pay you back. I don't. Okay. This is someone coming your way, guides, goddesses. They may be in a financial situation. There's desire at the bottom of this because they're stuck between a rock and a hard place because of money, and they're unhappy would be putting it nicely. Sad is upside down. I don't know how much further down we can go from sad, but they are emotional, slightly explosive, a little bit destructive. Oh boy. As guidances in the communications, you will be able to unmask what it is they want. This will not be difficult. The fire is extinguished, perhaps for you. For them, they do believe that giving the situation a little bit of time would give you enough time to see that you need them. Wow. Okay. All right, guys. Guys says, as I look up at the letters, I gotta tell you, I haven't noticed it the whole time I was doing this work that TOTH is the THOT word, so it could be. So this could, and with furniture coming out, that's what made me go, wait a minute. So, okay, God's guidances, you may have a hot thought coming your way. They might be surrendering to their ego. Yeah, they may be surrendering to that. The world may be looking at them different. They may be seeing that now. Um, they may be seeing that now, or somebody may even tell them about the bad energy they're putting out. And then the light goes out. Wow. This may be someone coming your way who wants wit's end is what I hear. So they may be at the end. Um, like, okay, I give up. Ego only allows you to do things for so long. Maybe they get some clarity or some desperation. I don't know. It's a situation where they may have tried to involve others or ask others for help. But that might not have been an easy thing to do because of having to say something, not wanting to talk about why they got in that position. Yeah, it's somebody who doesn't want to be honest about why they're in a bad position. Ooh wee! At the bottom is money going down. Um, mm. Okay. This may be somebody who's recognizing surroundings. Mm. So somebody can't leave Ken. Somebody has to get rid of their ego. Period. Okay, and I think that this took a long. Go ego, ego. Big love. No ego. No go ego. Some of you need to dream big and then move your feet to it also. One on. Okay, now I get it. Okay, okay, okay. All right, that is the message. I'm done. I was like, what is going on? Okay, so what I get is um, ego. This is needing to have some strength of self, trust and faith in self. Stop doubting yourself. Feels like some creative in here working on a project, or um, can this be music or something, or some type of energy that transfers love and happiness to others? Um, your ego isn't big enough. It is time to go big right now. What are you doing? And love can save you. The universe is trying to put love into your space. This kid, usually, I feel like this might be in the form of a person here. This feels like a person to me. Like there may be someone that the universe has gifted to you or brought to you, put two people or three people, I don't know, in the right space, right time. And so be aware of not giving that situation enough love and light. Some of you manifested it, so you definitely don't want to kick gifts down the road that you asked for. I'm hearing high frequency in my ear now. So yeah, hello. Um, okay. So there is some surrendering to do. Um, and yeah, this is for whoever has already like you, right now you are aware of your experiences going from person to person to person to person to person, and it's not working out, and you're wondering, you're at the point right now, I ain't talking to nobody else, you're at this point right now where you are awakening to that awareness of like, is it me? Am I the source of the issues? If you haven't reached that point, you ain't thinking like that, at this point I ain't talking to you. This message is not for you. If you just kicked around a thought like that, am I the source of all this shit? Then this could be for you. And so the universe is trying to put you onto a time cycle of sorts that gets you closer to your overall dreams. For some of you, this has to do with platform, celebrity. This has to do with finance. This has to do with perhaps your creative nature, your creative abilities, protecting yourself so that you can be creative also, as well as not wanting to go back to old ways of doing things, especially the ways of doing things that fuck with your, ooh, that was wrong, sorry. Especially if you're doing things that mess with your energy. that mess with your passion, your drive, your focus, which is the core value of yourself. This is for some artists who is holding themselves back. Trust me, as an artist, time is not of the essence. The time is now. There just won't be a right time for creativity. So do it. Some of you have been, the universe has put a feminine type energy on your path. They were supposed to bring balance, as well as other connections, focused attention. Guides, goddesses, there may have been someone on your path already. You might have over questioned it or did not care for the connection or wasted it or something. I don't know. Nonetheless, moving out of that data, it is whatever it was. It is time to stop waiting. Some of you, yeah, okay. It is time to stop waiting. It is sitting around with one energy flow, just one energy flow, and that is not the proper energy flow of the creative. So let's skip over what was lost, what energies are being sat around on. That is ridiculous, useless. It is containing. It is self-containment, and that's not the work. That's not the work. Okay, so, and this is something that someone is forcing on themselves. This can be, it feels like sad energy, but it's self-inflicted. Someone is experiencing tornadic winds in their life right now and maybe putting on a little bit of an unnecessary emotional diva show. Knock it off. Some of you have been gifted an opportunity to excel forward. It's like somebody being given, I don't know why this came. I hope this is not the case. Man, I hope this ain't the case. It's like the energy of someone being given a scholarship, right? And instead of doing something with the scholarship, they go into a place of their emotions. Okay? They may pull back on communications. They act in a very foolish way that blocks this free will motion going on. And it is free will to be a tornado. For sure, it is free will either way, right? But it's free will towards bad energy, unhappiness, poor communications, bitterness and anger, breaking of connections, chains. Somebody had an opportunity, and the word that comes now is squandered it. Somebody who was a part of the key towards that spotlight. Somebody pushed themselves back or is choosing to do so at this time. Can be an earth energy. Somebody battling with themselves, focused on lack and kicking passion down the road. This is someone, again, to shorten it, focused on lack, not love, loss, not lust. And it can be just, it feels like flip of a switch. Somebody who, okay. Okay. Be aware of breaking chains with important keys in your life because you're emotional. This is a time of growth where emotions kind of have to be dealt with, especially going forward. Those who have dreams, goals, plans, or desire working with others in situations where control over emotions is necessary. This is someone cutting their nose off to spite their face at this time. Be aware of that. Yeah. Again, someone choosing to cut connections that could have been of great assistance going forward, or may even block the path, or this can be someone choosing to block for themselves the path and choosing to put the fire out on passions, growth, future connections, um, their gifts squandered, gifts wasted. Someone who chooses to see an ocean of emotion. Someone who's choosing to see the ocean of chaos when the escalator towards accomplishment was there, but they didn't. Guys, I hope you are just giving advice to somebody who's going through this, but there definitely is somebody who is choosing to cut their own light off to be emotional. They are choosing to remove spotlight. And instead of having the spotlight that they craved and truly sought, what they end up with, or what they are choosing at this time, is spotlight on chaos. That is not good for the funds. Yeah, somebody's being emotional. Being emotional because the gift that was desired was removed, taken back, kicked away, pushed away because of ego. It's very self-destructive behavior. Here we get 9, we get our 6, we get somebody who craved a certain type of freedom, but their hidden agenda, their behavior isn't functioning well for them at this time. They're having trouble problem solving. They may be having trouble getting the rewards they want. The vision is foggy. And they may be trying to be secretive about this instead of having balance, realizing that they may have pushed in the wrong direction at a gift that the universe had granted them. And so now the choice that is being made is from a feminine element of self. It does bring karma. It does make one needy because somebody didn't go for what, like, okay, here's an opportunity. Like, here's an opportunity. Like, okay, maybe somebody wanted to be, I don't know, okay, I'm staring at my vacuum cleaner. So that's where this example is coming from. Maybe someone wants to be the greatest vacuum cleaner in the world, right? And then one day, a bus full of incredible vacuum cleaners show up and they're like, get on the bus, we'll show you. And then somebody's like, nah, I'm not getting on the bus. Waiting for my own bus with my name on it. So what they do is they talk themselves to a point, or they default their world. You know what I'm saying? They go backward. They cut things off. Instead of accelerating in a different way than others, they go into assistance, not a good assistant either, but they reveal their two faces to others, and that is expensive. Yeah. That alters the journey, that alters the gift, receiving the gift, it throws things completely out of balance. So now, what was literally around the corner? Okay, alternative timeline. Alternative timelines. So, while they may be choosing to push back, stall out, push the clock back, think it's the assumption that there's time, or it's whatever. Useless. Anyways, the alternative timeline to this would have been revealing, a revelation of platform desire, kind of explosive, and much attention and high value focus. High value focus is one pushes off, like it would, like a push off, like oh, I can't think of what you would call it, but like going on a water slide, right? And you could just sit there and naturally pick up the momentum. But the alternative timeline was more like a push off from the universe down that water slide into the pool of good things, or the destination. All that was desired in mind. Happiness. That was the alternative timeline. But the timeline that was chosen, clarified. Yeah. The alternative timeline is pushing back, blocking money, empty cycles of time and money, and being very emotional, experiencing karma. Again, very emotional and closed off and sad. Okay. If you know someone experiencing this timeline, or you are, guides or goddess says, I do not believe you are out of time with regards to correction. I feel like one more message. I'm asking about getting out of that data. Any thoughts, words, things that may help? The thought process, and remember, my readings are only for considerations. Okay. Anew, so this may be conversations that need to be had. A lot of love here. Now, this does feel time sensitive, guides and goddesses. Wow. Um, I feel like I have too many letters though. God's guide says, this is the dirty part of the message, so if you don't need to see this, cover your eyes. Feminines, masculines. It's okay. Somebody needs to go make up with somebody. Oh. Now, this may start with a question, okay? Some of you have not completely lost the opportunity to pick up on something you left off on. Let me get some angel advice with that. Lord. So, what I get is angel guide. Let me move this. So, I get. Hate to leave that in the shop, but I got to. Sorry. Lord. Okay. Angelic guidance. Some of you need to unstress. No progress with laziness. Some need to stop hurting themselves. It's not helping. It looks weak. Anyone who is displaying helplessness at this point, guides and guidance says, knock it off. Not helping. It is time to make decisions. This was the universe testing. This is a guide who is not passing due to laziness. Being all in their feelings, right? This can be someone choosing to be a hater or hurt when it doesn't have to be the end of the situation, but it does require realization, some deep thoughts that aren't unhealthy, understanding whether or not you are really truly ready for the next cycle or the next situation. Keeps going back to nines. So there's a lesson here. There's some loss, right? The universe is trying to give help or give awareness, but it does take logic. It takes calm, respectful interactions with others. Balanced partnerships. The universe may still be trying to put you onto the path you have asked for. Whoever this is for, you're getting guided assistance at this time, and I'm getting hiccups. Okay. You're getting guided assistance, but you must make the choice on your own. That's the free will stuff. To be logical, balanced, understanding. Some of you are not sleeping enough. That is why you are having trouble with these thoughts or connecting with the higher self. So you may be making emotional decisions at this time that cost money. And everything you put out to the universe expands. So if that's negative conversations, if you're writing negative things, that is connecting to your subconscious at this time. You will manifest and more of it will come. That is a big thing right now. So if you're wow, I'm something about the writing it. Seriously, interesting. The one that hurt or the one that healed can be both. If you are writing bad things, stop it right now. I'm not saying stop it for good. One of the messages I got during the first half of the work was I can, but I won't. So be aware of choosing fixed energy. I'll show you the bottom half of my work here. This was from yesterday. So the one that hurt, the offer to heal, their only task, hurt. Whatever you get from this, whoever this is for, I can, but I won't. That's what I wrote. You can, I can, but I won't. And then it's you can. Go give love. And then maybe somebody doing something naughty soon. But it must start with logical conversation and question. The universe hasn't completely closed the door all the way, but at the bottom of the deck we have spiritual overanalyzer. This is perhaps what is holding whoever's reading this is for, perhaps what is holding you back at this time is subconsciously old memories of fear of getting hurt, but adding to that or covering over that is laziness. Someone who may have had ease in acquiring things before, but is going through another time cycle of unhappiness that they bring, or things that fall apart that they have visualized. Creative catastrophe is what I heard. However this is for, remember that you are a spirit guide having a human experience. That's why things get so heavy emotionally. Once you can simplify those energies, maybe you can put them into a smaller container and go and focus on things that you really want that put you in balance. And that is here. Now, yep, okay, so the universe there is some song there's a song on repeat. You may be finding yourself listening to repetitive music or something. It is something about the universe trying to give you some information or point something out to you. But your guides, Your guides may be trying to give you the universe, how about that? The universe may be trying to give you some information, letting you know. They're trying to give you balance. They're trying to give you a boost. This transmission is coming through song. Give you a song. So the universe wants to give you a shot. We gave you a song. Oh. Sorry. We gave you a song. We gave you a song. This can be somebody, some message in music. We gave you a song on balance. Gave you a song on balance. The ego of self. Okay. We gave you a song on balance. There's some song that reminds you of getting things right with the world or something, getting right with yourself. Emotion, this song may be stuck in your head or something. Some of you may make music. You may have the gift of music to share with others. Some of you need, okay, go. And there may be a debt of some sort. Someone feels left. Oh, wow. Okay, somebody has a creative gift that is to be shared with others. How about I just generalize that? Somebody has a creative gift that is to be shared with others. You are not doing that at this time. That is the work. And when you are not doing the work, you are out of balance. So be mindful of making emotional choices that don't have anything to do with the work you're here to do. Be aware of being too sappy. Be aware of egotistical self. So yes, balance is definitely needed at this time for whoever this is for. But there's a musical connection to your message outside of this right now. Oh, wow. Okay, just for the record, there's a whole bunch of fives going on right here. Again, everything you put out, you're going to expand on. Whether that's good emotion, bad emotion, I hate the world, that'll expand. That will expand. So as you think it is, it is. Everything you think, it is. Everything you focus on, that is your world. So there is some song transmission trying to get at you at this time. If you create, maybe it comes out through your creations right now. If you are not creating and you're feeling unhappy, stop it. It's time to create. Because if you ain't hearing no music or nothing like that, then the music is in you. The message is in you, and it has something to do with your gift. Yeah. Okay. So again, cosmic data feels like it is time for someone to make that decision. If they want to continue holding themselves back, it is balance in mind to move forward before the clock runs out. Clarify, I gave you balance. Yeah, be mindful of selfishness. The universe is definitely trying to get your attention. Be mindful of being too much of a control freak that you don't get shit done, right? And that you're not learning from the exact same shit you already experienced. Maybe there's a reason the universe keeps putting the exact same situations around you. Something about those situations has to do with getting towards what you want, realizing what doesn't belong in your space so that you can get towards your goals, your happiness. This is a message for the creative, whose ego needs to be recognized. Wow, that doesn't even belong in here. But this is a 7. This is my experience for the beginner, the one who is connected to other data, other cosmic data. And they may have troubles in life or frustrations that come from not realizing their connections. Some of that unawareness, lack of awareness regarding their gifts and their connections may present itself in their lives with addictions, urges, behavior where they push away without clarity. Can be dirty deeds, a lot of them. That this may be someone who has a lot of exes. and not good rapport with all of them either. This is someone who's here to learn the higher source data, but they have to remember their own tools, their own gifts first. And it feels like the energy of someone who needs to go in balance, in a balanced state of mind. Somebody has to deal with the cost of emotional decision making. And emotional decision making includes doing nothing, bitching and complaining, whining, lazy, whatever you want to call it. Blaming the others for your problems. It is, it's giving up, but it's giving up in a ridiculous way. It's very childish. It's very childish is what I see right here. Someone being bitter. I still get mad at the world while not taking any accountability for their contribution to the situation. So the behavior, whatever they're presenting, is believed at this time, and it may start to look bad to others. Business opportunities may start to quietly pass because they didn't realize that whoever's going through all that could behave that way. Somebody's childish behavior creates other blocks that they don't even get to see. So whoever's going through this, if this is your data, you're getting blocks you don't even understand are happening at this time because you're pushing buttons. Planting seeds. And they're weeds. They're not. It's what it's doing is it's giving everyone a public idea of who you are. They're thinking, okay, if anyone's bitching and complaining, listen, others are starting to think you're the problem. Others are starting to think you're the problem, okay? They're seeing somebody who looked good, but we see what the problem is. We see why things aren't working. This is someone working magic against themselves. The guides and the universe is saying, shut the fuck up, talk less. Fix your focus, be aware of the chaotic condition, and accept some responsibility for that, if not all. What do it's making sure you know or understand the cost of chaos. Chaos before peace, or chaos over peace, chaos instead of peace. The universe wants you to be aware of programming. Programming energies that may have love for you, but trying to infuse hate into that going forward is not good. And I see someone putting on a happy face while not collecting their gifts. So be aware of sour energy. And putting that out into situations that the universe has gifted. Unless you're a sleepwalker, then carry on. Then completely skip this reading. Carry on, keep sleeping. Nobody wants you to wake up. Keep fucking sleeping. I don't even... But if you're not asleep, if you are ready to awaken, you should do so before karma becomes the order of the lifetime. Because when you manifest things or you ask the universe for things and you align yourself cosmically to receive, and then you disbelieve, play games, abuse, stall, delay, ignore, deny, pass on, move forward as if you're over the gift, The universe doesn't like that. And notice there's love in action, but what grows is the hate. So then the hateful actions grow, and they may come from, yeah, that's not happy. So the angel guide that is here to be of generous use, love, inspiration to others, may be passing on their entire gift in this lifetime. Because the universe isn't going to keep talking to you. The universe is not going to keep doing it. You going out of this as a lost angel. It's a sleepwalker. And it's finding yourself in situation after situation where you become the loner again. No matter how relationships go, it always goes back to being alone, a loner. Thirsty, in a state of desire, but not having gratitude for your very existence even at this time. The lack of gratitude makes you focus on the have-nots, what you don't have. And so that takes you further from getting what you want. And this is the Los Angeles, so you can't, if this is y'all's data, your ass came here to do things. You came here to do things. And because of tripping over things that you think you see, God-like energy, God ego, impulsive ego, sudden awareness, choosing to think what you think without clarity. Because of that, it is a time-sensitive issue. Heartbreak. And plenty of ego blocks. This is around money, new connections, the gift that you have, stardom if that was a thing, being impressive in business. Wow. Jeez, sorry it's so long. Clarify the alternative timeline again, please. For the one who chooses to go in balance, go forward in balance. There's the alternative timeline. So we already talked about all this. Not well, not good. If they choose a different path and go back for the connection, old heartbreak of the past over furniture, time becomes wide open and the universal messages come through. For some, you even avoid. Okay. For those who choose an alternative timeline and make things right or deal with broken connections at this time, or stalling on moving towards your gifts, or whatever the universe has tried to send you, if you choose the alternative timeline that includes maturity, it includes taking your energy and doing what needs to be done with it. Like, okay, feelings can go over here, but gonna deal with life and mature. It's growing up. It's maturity. How about that? Oops. Yeah, here's the gift again. It will be moving forward and forgetting what happened. It brings some dirty fun. I'll say that. And it brings in the guides, the guided energies. And I believe when we live in this realm, a part of balance includes chaos. So for some, correcting the situation puts you in the energy of the good guide and bad guide. And that's balance. That's balance for protection, balance for getting towards you, expanding on gifts, getting monies, whatever it is you're going for. And it's a detachment of sort. It's free will, because this is my gain of function, right? But it's not, no one's controlling. It's no control. Actually, controlling the self. It's an awareness of a different type of control that you may have been in or may be in. It's clarifying self as the source of energy, learning things about the self. It's the path. It's the fixed plan path. From a numerology standpoint, it is the pre-planned path that you came born with. But the alternative timeline must be chosen. If it is not, well, then you get what you're going through right now. You get goals that are just out of reach. You get the chaos. You get pushback. You may get addiction to unhappy situations or constant change and loss, having to start over a lot. You get an opportunity to get away from that and realize that there might have been an obsession with starting and stopping, or an addiction to chaotic change. But it requires logical conversations, clarity, honesty about who and what and this, that, and the other. And being mindful, not to sound greedy or needy. That was a card that we pulled earlier. Being cautious, being mindful of how you express yourself in trying to get on the path to the good stuff. Some of you may have to make things right with someone that you allowed things to fall apart with. Right? This is dealing with the others of the past. Others of the past that things didn't work out with for whatever reason. Once wisdom is acquired from whatever hardships there were, now it'd be about trust issues, ending trust issues, ending selfishness, and perhaps even reconnecting, new connections, stronger connections, whatever it is, it has to do with the path towards getting towards what you want. These are like the pre-designed, pre-planned goals, that heart's desire. The heart's desire has something to do with that pre-planned data. That early data when you were nothing but a tadpole. So I'll put this back so you can see it. Oof. I will move this because now I see another variation real quick. Sorry, guys. Okay, so be aware also what I'm getting is looking like you're really serious. Seriousness, but without anger. Be balanced in your appearances and conversation at this time. Some of y'all look crazy, is all I'm saying. And that's a social media thing. Some people are looking. Be aware of other people looking at you quietly backing away. It is time for some logical correction, guides and goddesses. I hope you can find it. Whoever needed this data, I hope it was of use. This was a long-ass reading. I hope it was of use. And, yeah, I'll see you later, of course. If you need another reading, we can do that. I may come back later this evening. Nonetheless, remember, no matter what they say, you are well. Bye-bye.